What up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video real quick was a cool idea that I got from one of my subscribers that I had met a while back ago when I did the Indian demo ride at Motorcycle Mall. So shout out to you, Jixer Chris. He wanted to know why I decided to go with a cruiser bike as my first bike rather than go with a sport bike like most young dudes do. I'm not that young now. I mean, I am. I'm 32. I want to take you guys back a few years when I was 18, when I wanted to buy my first motorcycle. Previous to that, I had learned how to ride on a Honda Club, 70cc Honda Club back in DR, and a bunch of random little bikes here and there. But I grew up wanting a sport bike. That's what I wanted, man. That's the type of culture that I grew up around. Everyone who I knew either had a sport bike or they had a dirt bike and a bunch of quads too. So I didn't really grow up around people who had Harleys that much or any cruiser bikes. I would see people, you know, ride around Harleys here and there, but I didn't know them, and they would just either be crossing through town or whatever. I mean, I thought the bikes were really cool. I've always been a fan of Harley Davidson as a young kid as well. I have like an old head type of mind, man. Like I'm into old classic stuff. And whether it be into old vintage, you know, bikes from the 40s or collecting comic books from the golden era or into cars from the 50s and 60s and 70s. I'm into all that type of stuff. So deep down, I have the soul of an old white man. That's what I do. That's what I have. So I've had several people ask me already, like, you're a Hispanic dude and you ride a Harley. Like most Hispanic dudes ride sport bikes or dirt bikes, and that's true. Here in the East Coast, that's how it is. Most Hispanic dudes, we ride sport bikes, dirt bikes, and quads. You hardly see Hispanic dudes on Harleys. Like, yeah, there's a few, but you know, when you compare it to you know, like white America, it's like when you think about white America, when you think about a Harley, you think about a white dude. You don't think about a Spanish dude on a Harley, you know? So number one, I want it to be different. But you know what? Before we jump into that, let me take you back again. So 21, 18, 19, 21, I wanted to get my first bike. At that age, I was reckless, man. I was like, during that time I had, I was into cars. I was into a lot of JDM cars. So I had a bunch of Civics and Accords, and I would buy them cheap, and I would hook them up and drop them and put exhaust and an intake and this and put a bunch of stuff on it, headers. And I was that dude on the Honda Civic hitting 120, 125, 130 down the highway, splitting lanes in between cars. So when I was like, I want to get a bike, I kind of stopped myself for a minute. I'm like, if I'm hitting 125, splitting lanes through cars on a Honda Civic, what am I going to do on a sport bike? Do I really want to do this? Do I trust myself? And I came to the conclusion, I was like, you know what? I really don't trust myself on a sport bike. I really don't. So I took some time off and I was like, you know what? During that time, I worked in a condo complex, and there was this old Puerto Rican dude. There was only 4 of us. My best friend, Russell, this black dude, all-time best friend. There was this Puerto Rican dude named Tony. He was in a motorcycle club, and he would come in with his Harley, and he had a bagger. I don't know which one it was, but he will come through, and he was in a motorcycle club. So he will come through with his vest and his patches and everything, and he looked, dude, man, he looked cool, man. It was this cool old dude, like, pulling up on a bike, and it was cool to see, you know? The sound of that bike also just, like, it called me, man. And he was like, oh, you know, like, you should get a bike, you should stop, you know, wanting a sport bike. When you're ready, you know, we could go to a Harley, we'll get you a Harley. I'm like, you know what? Let's go. So we went one day and went to the Harley dealership in New Rock and put my leg over a Sportster, and I fell in love. It was a chromed out Sportster. Back then, I wanted a chromed out Sportster. It was all chromed out. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful bike. I was gonna get it, and then later down the line, a few months down, like I found out I was gonna have a baby. So then I put the stop button to that. So I never got the bike. So then fast forward a year and a half ago when I got my Iron 83. I was like, you know what? I really want a bike. We're gonna do this. I really want the Harley. Like during that time, the last few years, I just kept doing my research, and as years proceeded and they passed by, I kind of got accustomed more to cruisers, and I knew I wanted a Harley. I knew I wanted something classic. I knew that I wanted something I was gonna be comfortable on and look good on, you know. So I decided to get a Harley. Got the Iron 83. Fast forward, got rid of it, got the 2020 Low Rider S, and now I want the sport bike. And that's why you guys for the last months I've been telling you guys I want a sport bike. Some of you guys are like, oh my god, you're gonna trade your Low Rider S, you're gonna trade your Iron 83 for a sport bike. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna get a secondary bike, you know what I'm saying? So I want that now. And I've been doing a lot of research, man. There's the BMW, the S1000, which I love. There's the new Ducati V2, which is an absolute artwork. It's a beauty, man. Just looking at the bike is like jaw dropping. There's a Kawasaki ZX-10R, which is an amazing bike. I took that bike out. Lex let me take that bike out, and I fell in love riding it, and that's one of the contenders as well. And then there's my all-time favorite sport bike of all time. That's the R6. Every model that the Yamaha came out with R6, I wanted that model. And obviously the model we have now is just like gorgeous. It's a fucking dope ass bike, man. It's like one of the coolest bikes ever. And I'm 5'6", 5'7". A lot of people complain about getting a sport bike and they're like, oh, don't get it. It's uncomfortable. I'm 5'6", 5'7". So some people who I know that ride sport bikes are 6'2", 6'1", 6 feet. You're gonna be super uncomfortable on that bike. That bike is made for like short dudes like me. I can crouch up in there, lean over, and I'm good, you know? And if you're a taller rider, you're gonna be super scrunched up and your back is all bent over, and that's a lot of people tend to run away from the sport bikes. So that's the reason why I went with as a cruiser bike as my first bike and not a sport bike. Was honestly in my early ages. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to handle it. I was reckless, and I knew I wasn't mature enough to have that, you know. Now I am, and it's just my wish now to have two bikes, best of both worlds, and within a few months, hopefully, we can get that done. It's only gonna happen if you guys hit that like button. So smash that like button, subscribe. Nah, I don't really get money from YouTube like that. It's kind of trash. But I cannot wait to have that bike here next to the Low Rider S. And like I said, it's between 4 or 5 bikes, so I don't know which one it is. I got to think about finances. I got to think about insurance. I got to think about a lot of stuff before I made that final decision. And I also got to go out and test ride. So within the spring months, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of videos of me test riding sport bikes. So tune in for that. I'm also a big fan of supermotos, guys. So, I mean, if I'm able one day, if this, you know, somehow I'm able to have 3 bikes, and it'll be a cruiser, sport bike, and a supermoto, because I think supermotos are just dope. Or even an ATV. I love ATVs, man. Like, those Raptors are sick. I love Raptors. They're super cool. But anyways, that's going to be the video. It's going to conclude everything. If you're new to my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell button. And if you're wondering why the fairing is not on the bike, guys, I'm still waiting. I am still waiting. Tomorrow I'm going to head out to the dealership. I'm going to see if the bracket came in to put the fairing on the bike, because like I said before, it was in back order. It's been 2 weeks already. I should have had it. I should have got a call today. I really don't know what happened, but I'm going to make my way over to the dealership tomorrow. I'm going to find out if it's there. Then we're going to have another video for you guys tomorrow. We're going to do the upload, and it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. That's going to conclude it. Like always, ride safe and enjoy the ride. Peace.